Did you know Cairo is the third largest and second most populous city in Africa? It is the capital city of Egypt and the largest at that. However, Memphis was the capital city of Egypt during the Early Dynastic Period, which fell between 3100 and 2686 BC. The city of Cairo boasts varied cultures and social classes under a robust natural environment. Cairo is one of the world's great megacities. For historical sightseeing, there are a few cities that can compete with Cairo, but Egypt's capital offers many more things to do than just museums and mosques. As beautiful and as rich in historic binary as it is confounding and an assault on your senses to first-time visitors, Cairo tends to be a city that travelers love and hate in equal measures. Its sheer noise, pollution, and traffic can make a first visit here difficult to navigate, but Egypt's capital has so much to offer travelers that look beyond its problems. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll tell you about the 10 best places to visit in Cairo, Egypt. Let's dive in. 1. Marvel at the Pyramids of Giza. The Pyramids of Giza are Cairo's #1 half-day trip and the top thing to do on everyone's itinerary. Right on the edge of the city, on the Giza Plateau, this 4th Dynasty funerary temples have been wowing travelers for centuries and continue to be one of Egypt's major highlights. Despite the heat, the dust, and the tourist hustle, you can't miss a trip here. The Pyramid of Cheops, also called the Great Pyramid or Pyramid of Khufu, is the largest pyramid of the Giza group, and its interior of narrow passages can be explored, although there isn't much to see, except a plain tomb chamber with an empty sarcophagus. 2. See one of the world's greatest collections in the Egyptian Museum. This absolutely staggering collection of antiquities displayed in Cairo's Egyptian Museum make it one of the world's greatest museums. You would need a lifetime to properly see everything on show. The museum was founded in 1857 by French Egyptologist Auguste Mariette and moved to its current home in the distinctive powder pink mansion in downtown Cairo in 1897. Yes, the collection is poorly labeled and not well set out due to its limits of space, and only a fraction of its total holdings are actually on display. It's also currently suffering with some empty cases due to artifacts having already been transferred to the as-yet unopened new Grand Egyptian Museum, GEM, but you still can't help being impressed by the sheer majesty of the exhibits. When the GEM opens, this iconic building is slated to still be used as a museum, but it is uncertain which collections it will hold. 3. Admire AlAzhar Mosque. AlAzhar Mosque is one of the finest buildings of Cairo's Fatimid era and one of the city's earliest surviving mosques, completed in 972 CE. It's one of the world's oldest universities. Caliph El-Aziz bestowed it with the status of university in 988 CE. The other university vying for oldest status is in Fes. And today, Al-Azhar University is still the leading theological center of the Islamic world. The main entrance is the Gate of the Barbers on the northwest side of the building, adjoining the Neo-Arab facade built by Abbas II. Leave your shoes at the entrance and walk into the central courtyard. To your right is the El Taibarsia Majlis, which has a mihrab prayer niche dating from 1309. From the central courtyard, you get the best views of the mosque's 5 minarets, which cap the building. Across the courtyard is the main prayer hall, spanning a vast 3,000 square meters. The front half is part of the original building, while the rear half was added by Abd el-Rahman. 4. Explore Coptic history in Old Cairo, Coptic Cairo. This small church cluster filled of twisty laneways lies within the walls of Old Babylon, where the Roman Emperor Trajan first built a fortress along the Nile. Parts of the Roman towers still preside over the main street. The Coptic Museum here contains a wealth of information on Egypt's early Christian period and is home to one of Egypt's finest collections of Coptic art. Next door, the 19th century hanging church contains some beautiful examples of Coptic architecture. Founded in the 4th century, the church was originally built over the Roman gate towers, hence the name, and was substantially rebuilt during the 9th century. For so many Christian travelers, though, the real highlight of a visit to the district is the Church of St. Sergius and Bacchus, where local legend says the Virgin Mary, baby Jesus, and family sheltered during King Herod's massacre of male babies. 5. Spend time exploring Sakara and Dashur. The vast necropolis of Sakara and the nearby site of Dashur are home to the other pyramids, and a day trip out here is just as rewarding as a trip to Giza's pyramids. The sites are roughly 30 kilometers south of Cairo. The Step Pyramid is Sakara's most popular tourist attraction, but the entire area is littered with gorgeously painted tombs, which are all well worth spending a few hours exploring. Of particular note, don't miss the Serapeum, where the mummies of the sacred Apis bulls were interred, and the Mastaba of Ti, with its colorful and highly detailed painted walls. Sakara is so large and its history as a burial site so vast that excavations here continue to unearth finds that make headline-grabbing news worldwide. Just down the road is Dashur's Red Pyramid and Bent Pyramid, which shouldn't be missed. Expect even the shortest itinerary here to take at least half a day. 6. View the royal mummies at NMEC. Unlike many of Cairo's other major museums, which all concentrate their exhibits on one specific era, the National Museum of Egyptian Civilizations, NMEC, is dedicated to telling the entire story of Egypt's human history under one roof. The museum partially opened in 2017 and has been slowly building up its exhibits. Its star attraction arrived in April 2020 when the Royal Mummies Collection found its new permanent home here. Although the museum's full collection is in no way yet complete, this is where you now come to view Egypt's most famous pharaonic mummies. Ramses II and III, Hatshepsut, Amenhotep I, and Seti I and II are among the hugely familiar names of 22 mummies that are displayed in a specially designed Royal Mummies Gallery. NMEC is in Fustat and is easily combined with a visit to Old Cairo, Coptic Cairo. The museum is a straightforward 3-kilometer walk from Coptic Cairo's churches or a short taxi ride. 7. Shop amid the maze of Khan el-Khalili. Khan el-Khalili is one of the world's greatest shopping experiences. This souk, bazaar, is a labyrinthine collection of skinny alleyways established as a shopping district in 1400 CE, which still rings with the clangs of metalworkers and silversmiths. The main streets have long ago given themselves over completely to the tourist trade, with plenty of cheap papyrus pictures and plastic pyramids on display, but divert off the main drag into the surrounding alleyways, and the tiny stores and cluttered workshops are some of the best places to visit to pick up traditional products in Egypt. Here you'll find everything from antiques and gorgeous metal lampshades to locally woven textiles. 8. Get views across the city at the Citadel. The original structure he laid out has long disappeared, except for the eastern outer walls, but a legacy of rulers has made their own additions here. The Mosque of Muhammad Ali is the most famous monument and the main reason for visiting. Nicknamed the AlAzhar Mosque, its white stone and tall, disproportionately slender minarets are one of the Cairo's greatest landmarks. 9. Admire Mamluk architecture in the Sultan Hassan Mosque. One of the finest examples of Mamluk architecture in the world, Sultan Hassan Mosque is a vision of Islamic artistry with an abundance of stalactite detailing and intricate arabesque features. It was built in 1356-63 for the Sultan Hassan el-Nasir. The massive main doorway at the north corner is almost 26 meters high, and the minaret at the south corner is the tallest in Cairo at 81.5 meters. From here, an iron door leads into the Sultan's mausoleum where the stalactitic pendatives of the original dome still survive. In the center of the chamber is the Sultan's simple sarcophagus. 10. Visit the Museum of Islamic Art. Cairo's Museum of Islamic Art holds one of the most important collections of Middle Eastern artistry in the world. Severe damage sustained from a car bomb attack in 2014 resulted in this museum shutting its doors to the public for years, but thankfully it's now reopened. Ottoman tilework, Ayyubid ceramics, frescoes, delicately patterned wood inlay, coinage, carved marble tombstones, and jewel-toned carpets, among other items, are all on display. Definitely spend some time pursuing the illuminated Qurans and the exhibits of richly decorative ceramics, glassware, and metalware. That was all from us today, folks. For more similar content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.